This episode was brought to you by the Secret Society of Adored Women.
Have you been tirelessly going on crap-tastic dates, having crap-tastic results with men, even spending a crap-tastic amount of time weeding through meh guys and fretting over the one who won't call you back or commit?
Join us for our Hush Hush group of like-minded, successful, badass single women from around the world, turning the dating scene on its head and creating scandalously magical romantic experiences that you will cherish forevermore.
But beware, your love life and life will never be the same again.
Meet us over at thesecretsocietyofAdoredWomen.com.
You are listening to Single Smart Female.
This is Jen,
And Jen,
letting it all hang out for your love life.
examining your dating experiences and answering your hot topic dating questions.
Just you and us. Jen squared. No topic is off limits and no filters involved.
We are here to help you do dating on your terms.
If you have a question you would like us to answer or would like to immediately upgrade your love life with our collection of classes and exclusive merchandise, meet us over now at singlesmartfemale.com. Hello out there, all my single smart females. It's Gen 1 right here with Gen 2.
Gen 2, checking in with all of y'all. All of y'all. That makes me laugh.
Okay. So we have a listener question today, and it is coming from Miss Soltera Mimada y Amando a Vida, which means Miss Single, Spoiled, and Loving Life.
Ooh, I like that.
Would you do me the honor?
Yes. And Miss what Gen 1 just said comes from Durham.
Single, Spoiled, and Loving Life.
Yes, comes from Durham, North Carolina. And so here's what she writes. Dear Jens, Mantourage dating is amazing. Very few of my female friends understand it, and some even try to shame me for it. Many of my closest friends have been in long-term relationships and or engaged, with a few recently married. I just turned 29 this month, and I'm not looking for a forever man, but I do want high-quality romantic experiences. Amen. I know my personal boundaries around sex are not conventional, and I have even been in an open relationship where we were emotionally monogamous but had very clear rules for fun outside the relationship, either on my own, mostly for me to enjoy because that turned my boyfriend on, or as a couple. However, I found myself having to explain my situation to friends and family, and I don't want to be slut-shamed, but I also don't like keeping such a happy part of my life secret. Question number 1. How do I manage this? They aren't bad friends, although Mantourage dating has helped me let out more parts of my truest self, which sadly makes you grow apart from some people. I have an ebb and flow to my Mantourage, but there are usually 1 or 2 in different cities that I have known a long time and met as friends first or in real life. One newer guy could be a forever guy, but it's only been 2 months. He's not very tall, and I'm so glad you mentioned giving shorter guys a chance. He makes me feel a way I didn't know I could feel about a man again, which you also assured us as an adored woman will happen. Here's the catch. He's a surgical resident and has many years of crazy, unpredictable schedules ahead of him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to want to be exclusive soon. Question number 2. I know I don't have to agree until I'm ready. Your episode on that was very helpful. But should I even consider giving up my Mantourage lifestyle for him while he's a resident? I'm not sure if the time he will be able to devote to me will be enough after seeing the amazing times I've been having already. Ooh.
These are fantastic questions. I was really excited about this.
Yeah, I'm loving how much fun you're having. That's great.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get to talk about the fun parts here. So Mantourage dating is indeed amazing, and thank you so much for recognizing that. And I am going to encourage you, not because of his schedule and his residency and things like that, but from what I'm gathering from you, you're not actually ready to be in a relationship. So again, let's just honor you where you're at right now. And that's perfectly okay. So it is fine to say, you know, I'm really flattered that you asked me and I really want to continue to see you, but I'm not ready for an exclusive relationship in just this moment. And we as women need to not be afraid of having that conversation. If he steps away from you because of it, that's his loss. He's not meant to be in your life right now. And a lot of times those guys, even if they do step away, they end up swinging back around. So I want to make that very clear. And if they don't, universal protection. Just, there's no doubt about it. It's completely clear. So one of the things, and I keep talking about this, I'm going to keep talking about this, is that we as women are still afraid of exploring who we are romantically, because historically we've been told that women are supposed to want this, and that it's okay for men to shop around. Well, I don't really like that phrase, but to basically date and play the field and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not fond of how we call that, or what we call that and the phrases we use around that, because I don't think they're really indicative of what's happening. Mm-hmm. But we've never really truly given women permission. We've given women permission to have sex, but not to, engage in different relationships at the same time. When I say relationships, I just mean dating relationships. I'm not talking about exclusive relationships at this point. And the magic of Mantourage dating, one of the things that I'm going to keep telling women, is that if you let yourself experience this, and yes, you're going to have guilt come up around it. A lot of times the people in our lives are mirrors for that, which is why you have women and women actually tend to be a lot more critical of this than men, because they're still functioning in that paradigm of women aren't supposed to want more than we've already been given when it comes to romantic relationships. We're supposed to buy into the whole, you date a man, and then if you're lucky and he asks you to marry him, then, oh my God, you win.
Yeah, right.
That's it for you, girlfriend. No, that's not it for you. There's a huge romantic world out there that's going to show you pieces of yourself that you didn't know existed, and that you can use to not only have amazing romantic relationships, but to have everything you want in life and use that energy. But this is another piece of courage that you're building. So I'm going to encourage you to, if you're not there with him, regardless of what his schedule is, if you really don't want to be in an exclusive relationship, especially with somebody who doesn't have the time that you need, don't go into an exclusive relationship. Okay? Keep doing what you're doing until it feels like you want to be in that exclusive relationship with that person. I'm so excited though that you decided to give a shorter man a chance, because we women, I swear, we are so much worse than men. Men are more equal opportunity daters than we are. We are very nitpicky on a guy's physical appearance and all kinds of stuff. And there's so many men out there that may not attract your eye right in the second, but once you get to know him, he's going to blow you way in things below the belt. And I'm not just talking about him approaching you sexually, but the way he is going to make you feel is going to rock your fucking world, which always translates into better sex. Okay? Make that very, very clear. Jen, did you have any thoughts? Because I'm just
sorry. I've had thoughts, but I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to jump in.
Jump.
So I'm glad that she is giving this guy a chance too, and it sounds like she really likes him, because the fact that she's even considering the idea of giving up her Mantourage because of him says to me that he's really caught her eye, and that's awesome. But I would just encourage you to not worry if he's going to want to be exclusive soon or not. I would just put that to the side, and as best you can, it's not going to be easy, but just maybe he isn't thinking about that. Maybe he's in his residency and he's thinking, man, I hope she doesn't want to be exclusive soon. So just don't put too much thought into that.
I disagree with you on that. I definitely think he's going to be. I think she's right about that, because she can probably assess what's going on. So I don't like when women use that as because I want women to accept the fact that in Mantourage dating, becoming an adored woman, there are going to be a lot of men that want to be exclusive a lot sooner than they're used to.
I get it a lot, actually.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So we need to be more comfortable with that, and saying, oh, just because they want to be exclusive doesn't mean that I have to want to be exclusive. Because a lot of times there's this little thing in the back of our head as women that, oh, he wants exclusivity. Oh, he picked me. Oh, I should want to be exclusive as well.
Yeah. I guess the reason why I say it the way I did right there is because I have spent time anxious about somebody wanting to be exclusive with me and worried about it, when I really should have just been having more fun.
No, I agree with you on that. I want to switch the mindset, because you're right on that. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And I want us to instead just enjoy the fact that he wants you. Of course he wants you. Of course he wants to be exclusive with you.
Yes.
Why wouldn't he want to be exclusive with you? And be able to be comfortable with that instead of making it mean something that it may not, just to soothe our head. Because there's a good chance he is going to want to be exclusive. So we as women need to become very, very comfortable with that. And I think you are comfortable with that now.
Yeah.
I don't know that you were always comfortable with that before.
No. Yeah, I relaxed and I didn't worry about it. So I think we kind of have the same point, but maybe just different angles or different approaches or different. And agreed. It is actually very true. There are going to be a lot of guys. And in fact, it's really wild how many guys I meet, and within 1 or 2 dates, they're like, "You're just so amazing. You are so awesome." I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I am a lot more relaxed and just able to have a good time. And I'm paying attention to, are they a fit for me versus the person I was
fit for them
at the very, very, very beginning or long ago. I would worry about, am I a fit for them? Are they going to like me? And now I don't think like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that's absolutely important. Now, one of her bigger issues, it actually seems, is that she's having trouble with her female friends understanding. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie. This is not exactly the easiest approach in the world. Women tend to come around to it once they start seeing it. What happens is women tend to shame each other because they're afraid of something. Mm-hmm. And they can't see how they've been lied to for forever. Mm-hmm. And it's really, really challenging. Some of your friends, you can ease them into it. I do recommend I recommend letting a man get to know you. I recommend taking your dear sweet time with your girlfriends too. And I know it's great to be able to walk in and just be yourself all the time, but sometimes people have to warm up to us. And that includes, this can be a big piece. So just let them, like I ask you to let men earn your attention, meaning to keep stepping up for you, to earn your exclusivity by consistently showing up for over time. Let women earn this piece of you. Yes, you can go hand it to them, but you have to be ready to, if that's true, that know that some will walk away, and you have to be okay with that and know that it was supposed to be that way. It's a really profound mindset shift. If you're okay with that, do it. Otherwise, just unveil yourself slowly. Turn them on to, I love this podcast, Single Smart Female. It's been incredible in my love life. Let me introduce it to them instead of you having to say, and then they can start inquiring with you as they listen little by little. And don't say, oh, you need this podcast if it's somebody that is not going to be receptive. Now, some women that your friends are coming to you, say, look, you really need this. And I want you ladies to keep sharing it that way. And also the other thing you can do is, if they do slut shame you, is say, hey, what century are we living in that it's okay for you to slut shame me for exploring who I am romantically? You can put them on point about that. We've got to be, as women, not afraid to talk to men, and we've got to be afraid not to talk to women. I actually think it's easier to talk to men. I'm not even going to lie to you. I find women to be spot on and point with them very challenging because they take it so offensively.
Yeah. Definitely different communication styles.
It's very different. But at the same time, we as women, we have to start being able to hear people and hear their point of view on those things, so that we can start living out loud with each other. And I'll even give you a funny instance. So a friend of mine recently, she's a counselor for a high school, and she promotes a business that she just started on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Okay. And when she said it, I kind of shut down. I was like, not because I'm okay with what she does. So she does vaginal steaming, and I think it's fascinating. I think it's awesome. And she's killing it at this small business that she's put together. But as a counselor, I couldn't believe she was just promoting this openly on Facebook with her career. And I was like, God, I want more women to have that communication with each other, that they can explore all these different pieces of themselves. It doesn't mean that, for instance, let's just say, like, I haven't done one yet, but I would do a vaginal steam just to experience it, see what the fuss is all about. Because I think
I'm assuming it's warm, right?
It's supposed to be warm. It
sounds delightful. It's
not my ice bath shit that I do. Right. My cold showers and stuff. Okay, we're not talking that. Yeah, I do some crazy fun things. But anywho, but let's say I didn't agree with that, or I wasn't ready for that. I, as a woman, could say, you know what? That sounds very interesting, and I'm 100% supportive of you, but that's not something I'm interested in quite yet. We need to be comfortable with being supportive of women, even if we don't want to do exactly what they're doing. And I think this isn't just, of course, this isn't for Miss Soltera, mimada y amando a vida exactly, because she sounds like she's got this, but I hope more women start coming to Single Smart Female Women. I love all of the women that are already here, and start being more accepting of the women around you. You know, that we're at all different stages in life doing things differently. We're going to fuck it up sometimes. Sometimes we're going to do amazing stuff. Sometimes we need to experience certain things for a while and try out new concepts and new ways of being. But understanding that this is all a very transformative process. And the more we lean into each other instead of slut shaming each other or shaming each other and talking behind each other's backs and just doing all that petty shit that women do to each other, we're going to be much happier, much more fulfilled. And not only are we going to have better lives, but we're going to have insanely better love lives as just a result from that connection with other women. And finally, one of the main reasons, aside from being able to teach Mantourage dating properly and help women get my attention on their love life so that I can actually work with them on how to use this system to make their love lives incredible and personalize it to them. But the other piece of it is to help women actually be in a community that is incredibly supportive of what they're doing. So it builds their courage. It lifts them up. It shows them, women get the opportunity to connect in a way that they've never connected before. And not just, you go girl on other stuff, or they're bonding over talking crap about a guy, but actually living out loud in their romantic life to their fullest and being highly supportive and encouraging each woman to go to the next level and using one woman's experience to take away the fear out of another woman's experience. It's truly this powerful piece that we create in the secret society of adored women for that reason, because there is a community that exists and it's getting bigger and bigger year by year. So if this is something that is of interest to any woman out there, I suggest that you definitely come and check it out at the Secret Society of Adored Women. Okay, Lover Girl, it's time for the final thought on today's show.
It's time that women stop being afraid to explore the romantic life on their terms, instead of the terms we've all been previously conditioned to.
This episode was brought to you by the Secret Society of Adored Women.
Have you been tirelessly going on crap-tastic dates, having crap-tastic results with men, even spending a crap-tastic amount of time weeding through meh guys and fretting over the one who won't call you back or commit?
Join us for our Hush Hush group of like-minded, successful, badass single women from around the world, turning the dating scene on its head and creating scandalously magical romantic experiences that you will cherish forevermore.
But beware, your love life and life will never be the same again.
Meet us over at thesecretsocietyofAdoredWomen.com. Hey, Lover Girl, this is Jen again. Don't forget to subscribe to the show in your favorite podcast app, as well as share Single Smart Female with all of your single smart girlfriends. And if you would like to play around and learn more about Mantourage dating, come see me at singlesmartfemale.com. Talk to you next time.